going to talk about a topic that's everybody's favorite topic to speak on and to work on and to spend time on. The problem is it's out of perspective. We're going to talk about ammunition in your personal defense firearm. What happens with people is they will buy a handgun, buy a couple of boxes of practice ammunition and a box of personal defense ammunition. They'll shoot very limited amount of practice ammo. They'll load the gun with personal defense ammo and then never shoot that ammunition. The problem with that is that practice ammo is made to a different standard than personal defense ammo. Personal defense ammo is a lot more priority put on doing things correctly at the factory so that it is more reliable, more accurate, even to the point of having flash retardant put into the powder so that at night you get less muzzle flash. So what I want to talk about today is people will buy a firearm and load it with practice ammo and then carry it. The issue with that is that if they make 1,000 rounds in a 10-minute period of practice ammo in the same caliber, they might make 20 rounds in a 10-minute period of carry ammo. This is a brass casing, very common training ammo. This is a brass casing coated in nickel. The nickel makes it harder. It also makes it gives it more lubricity, and it makes it more durable to salt water and body sweat. The projectile itself is a hollow point and has a different ogive than the projectile on ball ammunition. Ball ammunition roughly never changes its ogive no matter what medium it goes through. So when you shoot soft tissue like a human or an animal with ball ammunition, it goes in like this, comes out like this, and the wound will heal up because it's like being poked with a pencil. It doesn't bleed that much. This is designed to make you bleed more, and when it goes into soft tissue, it opens up like that. The issue is you cannot count on that happening. Sometimes hollow points fill up with clothing, bone, leather, things that happen. Maybe they fill up with drywall before they hit the person. You cannot count on this performance. But make no bones about it, this is 100 times more reliable and more accurate than this training ammo. All right, so when we're talking about calibers, this caliber is 9mm, this one is 40, and this one is 45. Although there's a lot of discussion about what handgun caliber is the best for personal defense, the truth is the caliber needs to penetrate 12 to 18 inches in ballistic gelatin and ultimately retain as much bullet weight as it can. If it can do that, any of these three calibers can handle the same amount of job. Roughly all of the handgun ammunition that you see for personal defense to be used against human aggressors is going to have a velocity of somewhere around 1,000 to maybe 1,350 or 1,400 feet a second. Not much more and not much less than that. It makes the ammunition perform much the same way, no matter what caliber. So what it comes down to is what can you handle as far as recoil management and what holds the most rounds so that you have as many rounds in the gun as you can when you need to use it. A backup mag may not be available to you, or you may be busy with a gunfight and you don't want to reload. So if you can get a gun that holds 10, get that. If you can get a gun that holds 12, get that. Get as much ammo in a gun as you can get. The smaller diameter cartridges mean more ammo in the gun. It's a very simple proposition. Some of the care that is not taken with training ammo, that is taken with personal defense ammo, this is training ammo. And if you look at the primer, the center fire primer, it's in a primer cup, and that primer is just pushed in there under pressure. It's not held in there in any other way. Same thing with the bullet. It is pushed in, and then the casing is squeezed down, and that's called the crimp. So Primer cup and bullet are just pushed in. They're just held in with leverage. If you look at this ammo, this is personal defense ammo, and if you can see really closely, I could hold another example up. Around the primer, you see some coloration, red or blue, sometimes even black. And what that is a watertight sealant that holds the primer in. So it is sealed into the cartridge. They do the same thing on the other end. They seal around the bullets so that the bullets are sealed into the casings. It makes the ammunition more water resistant. It also makes the ammunition less prone to the bullet shoving back in the casing during impact while the gun is feeding it. So this ammunition, both personal defense rounds, are much more reliable, much more durable, much more capable of staying usable in bad environments such as water, sweat, heat, all the things that happen during you carrying your firearm. No question about it. So there's three things that you need to know when you have carry ammo. The first thing is it reliable? The second thing, is it accurate based on the regulation of my firearm? And then you can get to how lethal it is. Reliable means it has to work. Accurate based on regulation. If your training ammo hits the target at 12 o'clock and your carry ammo hits the target at 9 o'clock, that's inappropriate. They need to hit the target the same location so that you know if you have to take a critical shot, and every shot that you would take in that environment is critical. This world is filled with good people. Just sometimes there's bad people mingled in there. You need to know that the projectile you launch goes where your gun is pointed.